Hey guys, Malzo here again. Here with a review of Kjaerbye from Astralis in their game against Fnatic. This was played earlier today in the ECS. It's a best of three, and this train game went into overtime, so it was a pretty tight game. Um, this review is actually a fan request from Harrison. Asked me to look at Kjaerbye. Um, I don't recall ever seeing any clips or suspicious clips from Kjaerbye too much, and I mean, I'm not a huge Astralis fan or anything, so I don't really watch much of their stuff, but I figured I'd check it out. This definitely, after going through all these clips, this definitely falls into the category of someone that looks 100% legit. Like, he doesn't do... honestly, this is going to be a pretty boring demo review. Like, he doesn't do anything. So, we'll get into the clips here, and I'll show you what I have anyways, and just kind of go over a review of someone that I think is 100% legit. So here's the pistol round in the first half. Just got to close fraps. Okay, pistol round first half. And, I mean, he's just spamming his Glock there, in my opinion. So I like to, just like the other videos, I like to include the pistol round, even if he doesn't do anything fishy in it. I mean, some people might make the argument at the start here, when he's spamming, that it's close. But as you see when we go through here, like this guy's crosshair placement and lining up angles and stuff like that, it all seemed pretty good to me. So yeah, I just like to include the pistol rounds just because of the higher leverage rounds. And, if I was a guy that was cheating or whatever, then I'd want to cheat in the pistol rounds, right? Pretty sure he whiffs hard here. Yep. And they lose the pistol. Okay, clip 2. Quick kill out mid. And this was the first chance. Like, I don't know if you saw my other videos, but I'm a pretty big fan of crosshair placement. So after he gets his kill, when he runs through here, I'll just slow it down a bit. Like, he's boom right on the angle on the train to check it, right at the far train or the bomb train. And then when he goes across the E-box, he's right on the other side of the bomb train. Well, I missed it a bit there, but crosshair placement is just great, and it's like that throughout the whole match. And that's pretty much all I have to show because that's really all he does. This is the same round, I think, as the last one. It's just cut off a little bit. It's nothing suspicious. He just holds E-box, waits for the guy to rotate into him, and gets him. And now I gotta fast forward way down to the end of the round, where he pretty much holds heaven the whole time while the bomb's down, and he's just gonna come out and kill Crims once he starts defusing. Or just Glaive kill him. No, he gets him. Okay, clip 4 for Kjaerbye. This is another good example of good crosshair placement. And Train's a hard map to do that on. Like, Train's not the easiest map to get your crosshair placement good. So when he goes to peek, he lines up the angle. He's going to go peek and swings out, and he's dead on. If there was a guy close to Ivy, So, great crosshair placement from Kjaerbye. I think that's pretty much it here. He does it again, another nice peek. And he does that, we're going to see a lot of that. Number 5. This is a high leverage round. It's 2-2 and they're both pretty broke. 3v4 situation, so like to grab as many gun rounds as I can. I try to stay away from the eco rounds usually, so anyways. Little spaz spray there, but he gets him with the flick. And again, same good crosshair placement when he covers outside or when he goes through outside. Show that again too. Like this is what's this is what a lot of people don't notice when they watch these demos. Is some of these guys are just, this is not that easy to do, to walk through train and like line up your angles this well. It's not that easy to do. Okay, number 6. It's just a great flash for his teammate that I figured I'd show to get Zipniks in there. Then they run a B execute. Pretty normal. Nothing to see, in my opinion. Let's go on to 7. I like this. Just gets wrecked. Peace. Number 8. Same spot as last round. Comes down looking right at the right where he should be looking, really. Kind of one of the most common spots. Kills that guy and then goes right up to if there's any guys coming out of connector. Some more of that crosshair placement. I don't think much happens here. They kill the... yeah, they don't let them save the guns. But nothing too notable. This was another example of... like, he's clearing Ivy, which is not hard to have good crosshair placement for or anything like that, but it's... like, he's lining up his angles really well. And his swipe there to check far... or, like, his swipe after checking behind the boxes to go back to the end of Ivy. It's dead on. Checks the other side. Really good crosshair placement. And that gets owned by the off angle that Twist was playing. I don't know if people would consider that anything. It's not. I mean, he's just trying to continue his spray. He doesn't know a guy's there. He's continuing the spray in case a guy comes out here. So more of the same, kind of not much going on to look at. Getting near the end of the half here with some important gun rounds. This clip isn't much to look at, but trying to get a boost from Dupree, gets taken out. What else we got? Number 12. Last round of the half. One and done. Let's go to the pistol round for second half. This was another, like the way he plays this, you can obviously tell he doesn't know where the guy is. Just by the way he's placing his crosshair when he re-peeks here. Like well, this is actually maybe one of like, this might be argued as one sketchy part of this, but I mean, they're just both strafing at the same time, and that's where he puts his crosshair. So I'll slow it down if you guys want to look at it, how it kind of follows them. But they're both strafing to the right, in my opinion. And he already knows the guy's there, right? So why would you ever aim lock there? He just, you know, his crosshair just happened to line up with them, and they're both strafing the same direction. So they're going at the same speed, you know? Dies. Okay, let's keep on trucking. This might be a quick video. Not much to replay, to look at, you know, it's just... I think I just wanted to show... This is just more decent positioning, you know, like, he's not a guy that's gonna... like, he's always looking at the right spot, right? Like, he's always got his crosshair right on the edge of the wall. This is exactly what you'd expect from someone. You know, it bugs me when you see people swiping around with their mouse for no reason when they should be looking. Like, this is where you should be looking, you know? Like, guys that come down and start swiping and moving their mouse around. It's not right. So anyways, it's kind of one and done. On to 15. This is another good example of him clearing angles on the inside. I'll slow it down. And you can see just how he's lining up like the edge of all the trains as he works his way through the site. Checks the other train. Checks the edge of the smoke here. It's all just really good crosshair placement and checking angles as he comes to the site as well. There was one spot at the beginning where when he comes in that he's getting close to the body there, like here, but he's, you know, it makes sense, right? Because he's coming in and he has to check this angle. So it makes sense that he's going to have his crosshair there. So it's not an issue, I think. So anyways, let's check this out. So he switches to the smoke when the smoke starts to fade, and times it well. The twist is there, but he doesn't get the kill. So it's not much going on in this clip either. This is pretty high leverage too. It's a 4v5. And they're only up by 1 to Fnatic, so I mean, a lot of these, with such a close game, a lot of these are really high leverage, right? And you'd think, you know, if somebody's cheating, they're gonna cheat in high leverage spots, but he just gets wrecked by Dennis there. On to 17. This round's a fucking gong show. Spoiler alert. I'll just let it play out. So he walks by the 2 guys that are pushed down into the train yard and sneaks up on the bomb and he defuses it. Which I thought was hilarious. I'm sure on the cast they were laughing about that one. 13-13, another gun round. And they're defending a B site take. Unloads the fucking clip there. It's all pretty normal looking. It's lined up nicely with the edge there. Exactly where his crosshair should be. Okay, next round. 14-13. It's the same deal, basically. You know, whenever he turns a corner like that, he's got great crosshair placement. Honestly, I was pretty entertained watching this. The other 2 videos they weren't really this good. Like, it's nice to see a guy walking around and he's looking at the right spots. Well, there he misses a bit. Like, he probably wanted that over a bit more to the left, but still good. He gets saved by that flash that his teammate just threw out because he was pretty blind. There is one little suspicious spot right there that I don't know how much I'm gonna read into it. Like, here, I'll slow it down here. Like, he knows the guy's here because his teammate's fighting him, but he does whip right around, right? Like, right on. Like, I don't think that's anything. He knows the guy's there. His teammate's fighting him, so he sprays and then he swipes right to look. So I don't think that's an issue. I think that's the only time, or one of the only times all game where he actually landed on a guy through a wall. With the clutch. On to 20. I'm just kind of including all the rounds late in the game, just to see how they turn out. You know, I always found there was a high. Like, I found a lot of the BS rounds came from late in games. people clutching or whatever, like especially flush it, like that guy clutches a fucking lot. So I don't know. Anyways, this guy running up on him, he hears him. That's why he turns his crosshair to him. Like he can hear that guy coming, so he turns his crosshair to face him. He's not just randomly moving his mouse, you know. Moving around the corner with good crosshair placement again. Right at the edge. If a guy's ladder, you know. 21. Tries to push with his buddy there, and they get wrecked. Or he gets wrecked. This is another good example of clearing angles. Like he's clearing the boost, and just shoulder peeks and sees Olaf there. But looks good, man. Dies. Into overtime here. I liked what he was doing here. He's just shoulder peeking with a smoke, and as soon as his teammates say that they're doing an execute A, he smokes off Ivy, and then goes to help out at the main T entrance. More good stuff. Okay, on to 23. Is that anything? I don't think that's anything. No, he's not even close to the guy. Okay, last video. This is them doing an A execute. Gets a trade kill here. Keeps his crosshair placement pretty good. I mean, he's got to look at that. He's not looking at the guy there necessarily. Well, I mean, he's fucking right on him there, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I'll slow it down just so people can see. He's trying to look at the hitch, I would think, you know. If the guy was back further in that hallway, you know, I don't think he'd flick over, but again, the guy just walks in front of him there. That's nothing. This will finish off the game. That's it. So that demo, I would definitely consider that really legit. There's nothing really that stood out too much. Like I said the whole time, his crosshair's pretty much where it's supposed to be the whole time. And you know, sometimes there's a guy at the other side of the angle or whatever that he's looking, but you know, those type of lineups, or when you're lining someone up and they're playing like a common angle, that's going to happen all the time. The weird ones are where the guy they line up isn't in a common angle or just kind of through a wall or something. But this one looked fine. I would definitely, you know, in my other videos I was saying I wanted to do one of Kjaerbye or Skadoodle or something, someone that I thought was legit. I would definitely categorize this as being pretty legit. But yeah, if you guys have any other guys that you want me to check out and do videos on, let me know. Let me know if you like this kind of video, the ones that they're kind of suspected to be legit from the start. I have a feeling people would probably prefer the videos of guys that are, you know, that we see all the time. I'm sure there's a few names floating out there that guys would rather see, like Henny or Flusha. Those videos are more entertaining and a little bit more in-depth, you know, like what can I say when I watch Kjaerbye run around the map, you know, it's like, Yeah, good crosshair placement the whole time. Did everything he should have done. It looked normal. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya.